So let's get down to pornography. That's what we're going to start today. What is pornography? What is pornography? There's been so many confusion about this subject in the church. What generally is pornography? I've been looking for a definition that will really get it home until I found a globally accepted definition by Al-Hald and Malamuth. Two of them, they gave a description of pornography that I think will be of very great interest to all of us. They said, pornography is any form of content intended to arouse or enhance arousal in the recipient, at the same time containing explicit exposure to and or descriptions of the genitalia, that's the vagina or the penis, okay, as well as clear and explicit sexual acts. Pornography, okay, like sexual activity, bondage, sadomasochism, all right, sexual assault, urine sex, animal sex, etc. What are they saying? They are saying that pornography is any form of content, please follow carefully, that is intended. The goal of pornography is to create arousal. Oh, Shaga, tell you. Please keep that in mind. That the ultimate goal of all pornographic content is to ensure that your sexual desire is what? Aroused. It is to cause erection in a man, ejaculation in a man. It is to cause the clitoris of a woman to swell, her G-spot to be activated. It is to ensure that a woman ultimately gets to orgasm by watching interactions. So everything said in the pornographic, in the pornographic material, whether it is in words, because you can have situations whereby it is phone situation, whereby somebody's talking and creating mental image. I've seen situations whereby some people are trained as sexologists. We do the studies. There are some people that are trained. Listen, when they start talking to you pornographically, they can create images in your mind more than what you are even watching can create. There are people like that. So what we are saying is very simple. That the goal of pornography, keep that in mind. The goal of pornography is aimed at one thing. So anytime you see naked women, anytime you see naked men, anytime you're watching individuals having sex, don't forget that the goal is aimed at your soul. It's aimed at arousing you sexually. No matter what it looks like, the ultimate goal. Hald and Malamuth said, it is any content that is intended to arouse or enhance arousal. So if it is not doing it directly, it is doing it indirectly. I saw this particular definition from a man they call J.W. Slade. It said the term pornography or porn is typically used to describe representations designed to arouse. Can you see that again? Designed to arouse and provide sexual pleasure to people who read, see, hear, or handle them. I'm trying to take you to the domain of pornography. That the whole concept of pornography is designed, architectured. It is engineered towards arousing or providing sexual pleasure to those who read such pornographic materials, those who see them, those who hear them, and those who handle them. What are the effects of pornography? What are the effects on singles? This one shocked me. What are the effects? Do you know you can become desensitized by constant exposure to pornography? What that means is that you see so much of it that you are swimming in it. It has become normal to you. Water is not strange to a fish. It is a world of its existence. Fish will not know the value of water until the day you take it out to a dry land. Am I correct? It is natural for the eagles to exist at certain altitude. It's their domain of existence. It's nothing strange to them. They breathe well there. You may find it difficult to breathe there, but they breathe well. Here's the point I'm making. Be careful, let pornography become your normal environment. It can become your normal environment. Why? We now live in a world whereby everywhere it is flooding you from every direction. Your mails, on social media, on WhatsApp, on Telegram, on Instagram, it's coming at you from everywhere. The whole idea is to ensure that you turn here, you see, you turn there, you see it. If you're not careful, you surrender to it. You become desensitized. And at that moment, it begins to work the greatest damage in you. Because it becomes your new environment. What are some of the effects? So many of them, but I just want to mention few today. And I hope that would truly help somebody here to wake up. As we talk about getting married this year. How many of us want to get married this year? Wave your hands. This is something we need to deal with as we talk about getting married this year. Now, a recent research demonstrated the link between pornography, the use of pornography, and self-esteem. Look up here. How that pornography, watching porn, has the tendency. Now, let's put something very straight. Anytime you talk about pornography, when you go online, like some of you may have gone online now, the next thing they're going to tell you is that they'll tell you that it is healthy to watch pornography. Okay? They'll just tell you that the only thing is that don't watch too much of it. Wait a minute. So if there is something called too much of it, the Bible tells us that if it has the potential to affect you, the Bible says run away from what? All appearance of something that is what? Evil. So if this thing has a potential to create pain later, don't talk to me about the fact that it can make you happy now. Because from little, that when the next thing, the human mind is such that after a while, don't forget negative reinforcement, positive reinforcement. After a while, when I begin to enjoy it, I want to enjoy more. That's when it goes from 2 minutes of glancing to 20 minutes of glancing, and then to 2 hours of drowning in it, and then a whole day you get drowned in the whole thing. So it always begins with a foothold, and then it becomes what? A stronghold. So research has demonstrated that there is a link between pornography use and self-esteem. There is also a link between higher levels of problematic pornography consumption with lower self-esteem. So here's what we're saying, that many of us don't know that our self-esteem has been damaged by virtue of the fact that we've been exposed too much to pornography. Now, how does that affect my relationship? It is the reason why men who have been exposed to this and it has affected them, you will notice that they normally don't like to interact with ladies. They don't like to interact with confident ladies. So they are always going to be gravitating towards ladies who are subduable and available. I'm showing you how this thing affects your self-perception, your perception of self. Now, it is from your perception of self that you begin to have the issue of who to choose in marriage. So don't think it has no correlation. Pornography affects your self-image, and then it affects who you choose. It has a way of influencing you. This is what the research is beginning to show. The research states, listen, I like this. Stewart and Zymanski in 2012 did a research, and this is what they found. They said there is a correlation between pornography and diminished self-worth. And it's true. I've met guys who are connected to pornography, and you notice they are usually introverted, and you know, they always like to keep to themselves. And when it comes to ladies that they are going to propose to, they're always looking for ladies who are very sheepish, dovish, ladies who are passive, you know. And the problem with that is eventually when they settle with these girls, later when their confidence seems to be restored, they then realize that those girls are not the kind of person they would have loved to settle with. It affects your self-image. Let me give you a practical example. A lady was watching pornography, okay? And when she was watching, she saw that 3 guys were after a particular lady. This guy will come for this lady, and this other guy will come for this lady, and the other guy will come for that lady. Guess what she found out? She found out that all those 3 guys were interested in this lady because she had bigger boobs and bigger butt. She is not like that. Something immediately registered. She didn't know how that eventually began to affect her, and made her to begin to see that the reason why guys are not coming for her is because of what? What she doesn't have. Can you see? It's a subtle conversation. You're watching it, but you see, when you are watching it, you don't know what it's telling you. Guys, I know of a guy, in his own case, he began to watch pornography. And then he will see this guy that would trust into a woman, go bop, 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 like that he goes, and the guy will go in for like 30 minutes at a stretch. This guy, now married, found out that he can only last for no more than 10 minutes, 5 minutes. And the guy is like, because the wife told me, say, look, he will watch porn, so he will go back. Look, he wants to be free from porn. He wants to be free from porn addiction. But when he goes back to his wife, he can't perform more than 2, 3, 5 minutes or 10. Okay? So something then tells him, maybe there's something wrong with you or the way you are doing it. Go back and watch that guy. He goes to watch the guy. And then he comes back to his wife. He can't go beyond 10 minutes. What he didn't know was that some of these guys are on drugs. Some of these things are scenes, different scenes put together. The guy comes back. Guess what he did, sir? In Bayelsa, the guy decided to go out of his marriage. He said maybe something is wrong with his wife. Let him go and try outside. The moment he said, let him go and try outside, sir, to return back home became an issue. Because he kept on trying to hit more than 10 minutes, and consistently he found himself always around 10 minutes. So he said, I will not go home until the day I can cross 10 minutes. You don't know what these things do to people. You don't know what these things do to people. Some people's lives are totally messed up. You see, you're just sitting with somebody, you're looking at them, they're speaking in tongues. Pornography is not in tongues. The damage of pornography is in the mind. And you can't tell who has been damaged by pornography. The sad part is that you may discover it at home. Pornography damages your self-worth. This is research-based. This is not from church. This is based on research. According to a research publication on problematic pornography use, published on the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health of 2024, listen carefully to this. A total of 332 national and international students, 60% females, at an Italian university with a mean age of 23 years, standard deviation of 2.84, completed an anonymous online survey during the period from March 2023 to May 2023. A research done with over 332 nationals and internationals, with about 60% of them females, in an Italian university. What was the outcome? Let me read the outcome to you. The result shows that pornographic use was associated with higher levels of anxiety, depression, stress, loneliness, and watch this, and suicide ideations, as well as lower life satisfaction. This was shocking to me. Please, this was not done by a church. This is a research. So when you now find pastors, when you now find Christians trying to justify what the world itself is saying is wrong, what then is wrong with the church? How can the church be trying to make righteous what even the unrighteous world says is unrighteous? Look at the damage of pornography. This is in the international, this is published in the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health of 2024. Imagine the consequence of this very terrible thing. The result shows that pornographic use was associated with higher levels of anxiety. Not only that, it is also connected to depression, stress, loneliness, and suicide ideation, as well as lower life satisfaction. In fact, a gender comparison analysis revealed loneliness amongst men, while women score higher in stress, anxiety, and lower life satisfaction. Ladies, what we're trying to say is that this damages you guys. It damages you. Pornography damages. You see, I didn't come here today to try to throw Bible on your face. I didn't come here to try to throw Bible on your face. What is the future effect of pornography on your marriage? This thing you are doing, this thing you are exposed to. What is the future effect of pornography on marriages, on couples, on relationship amongst couples? Another research by Albright in 2008 discovered that use of pornography can harm marriages. This is a research. Use of pornography can harm marriages, listen to this, by devaluing the worth of monogamy, by decreasing satisfaction with partners' sexual performance. After all, when I have seen something more dramatic, then I am with somebody who is in the house behaving like a Christian. The one I saw is going to be on my mind. Why can't she behave? Because I was watching where a girl was just saying, oh, hey, yeah. And this one inside the house is just there. And then, so the question in my mind is, I'm going to start asking myself, what is that guy doing that is making the other woman to cry? Are you getting what I'm saying now? Not knowing the other one is paid to do what she's doing. Here am I now. I've already watched too much of pornography. We have seen women moaning, crying. I've seen women screaming, my world, this world is coming to an end. And then you are hearing a woman crying, bring it to an end, bring this world to an end. Then you get, now watch this carefully. So you go into marriage. My God, you've watched it. I will prepare a woman. I must bring a world to an end. Then you go in there and you remember what the other guy did, and you did everything the guy taught you. And when you are doing it, this woman of God is there. She's not even saying, she's just watching you do what you are doing. When you are done, she says, are you done? Trouble has started. Am I correct? Can you see that deals a direct blow on your person, your image as a man? Maybe something is wrong with me. Number two, it could be that something is also wrong with who? The woman. All right? So the next thing I want to do is to do what's that? Go outside, look for another woman, and see if I will bring our world to an end. And if that one is a prostitute that you pay, don't forget again, because she's paid, she will now begin to tell you, oh no, we are starting a universe. We are starting a universe. You are making me start a universe. Hey. Whatever you did there, you now want to go back home and experiment. Then you meet with this precious woman of God, who is a spirit-controlled woman, who has the hand of God upon her life, who has practiced endurance. And whatever you are doing, she's just there, just receiving the grace of God on your life. And you're like, God, the other one, universe is beginning. The other one, world coming to an end. This one, nothing is happening here. Before you know, sir, something, you're laughing, but you understand what I'm saying. Be careful. Be careful. So we are told here by this research by Albright in 2008, it said the use of pornography can harm marriages by devaluing the worth of that marriage, devaluing the worth of monogamy, decrease satisfaction with a partner's sexual performance. After all, I've watched better things than that. Affection is affected. Physical beauty, watch this. This is a trick of it. Husband and wife can watch it together. Here's where the point now lies. When my wife and I want to watch it together, sir, watch this carefully. As we decide to watch it, here am I seeing another woman's body image. And the one that they normally bring, if it's white woman, they will bring you white woman whose body image is totally different from your African wife. This is my African queen. And Africa, we are many. God bless us so much. Amen. Now, but you are watching something very crazy. You've seen something where you've seen the slim girls, you've seen, depending on what you've seen. Now you are watching, you either have seen big women or you've seen huge men. Now here you are with a smaller man, or here you are with a big woman, but you've watched slim women. Mirror images in your mind. Here you are, you'll now begin to feel, sorry, where can I find this one? That's why you start comparing what you've seen in the video with what you are seeing in real life. Are you seeing what is going on here? Pornography is very damaging. Very, very damaging. It increases dissatisfaction with your partner's physical beauty. It decreases desire for sex with your partner. Gradually, you like to watch more than do. That's where it gets trickier. Instead of spending time with this one, let me spend more time watching. According to another research publication on the effect of pornography on relationships, published on the website of Utah State University, USA, reveals the following negative effect of pornography on relationships. Please listen carefully to this. They discovered that those who get themselves used to pornography, eventually on their marriage, this is what will happen. Users face difficulty becoming sexually aroused without pornography. When you are used to pornography, it becomes difficult for you to be sexually aroused without what? Pornography. So your partner no longer excites you. It's the pornographic movie you watch that then gets you aroused. Gradually, number two, users loses interest and engages in fewer sexual experiences with partners, which confirms the other research. Number three, pornography consumption may be correlated with increased behavior of hooking up and infidelity. So you can see how that what you watch, over time, you will want to connect with the kind of person you've been watching, which may be different from your partner. You've seen tall guys with chests, guys who carry ladies and put them on the table in the kitchen, and your own guy can't carry you. Can you see how this messes up with the mind? It messes up. Here you are. You have this guy that is just 57 kilograms by himself. The total weight is 50. When even wear the most heaviest clothes, plus the weight of the clothes, his kilogram does not go beyond 58. And then you are watching another guy who is about 110 kg, carrying a small girl who is maybe total weight about 54. You're not expecting a 54 guy to carry you who is... Even you two know that. That's why you always say, Father God, underneath me are you everlasting. Only God can carry you. So what are some of the consequences by research? What are the consequences of engaging in pornography? User faces difficulty becoming sexually aroused without pornography. Number two, users loses interest and engages in fewer sexual experiences with partner. Number three, pornography consumption may be correlated with increased behaviors of hooking up and infidelity. Number four, partners feel sexually inadequate and threatened by pornographic use. What that means is that if you keep using pornography over time, your partner will become threatened because, look, I can't meet up with what you are watching. Not only that, partner may feel that certain sexual activities desired by user are objectionable. Because when I start watching some of the things you're doing, I'm sorry, some of them I can't do them. You continue to watch anal sex, and you want me to be giving you anal sex inside the house. You watch them doing anal sex. As soon as you're watching them doing anal sex, the same man who does anal sex with a woman, you just notice the next thing is the woman is giving him blowjob. So you now want me, you come through anal sex, then immediately again you turn. I should now... Can you see why? Listen to me, singles, anybody you want to marry, ask a simple question. Do you watch porn? Is that okay? Please, question, what do you ask? Yeah. Are you still watching porn?